What's going on, everybody? Welcome back for another video. No trades for me today. I'm feeling a little bit better, but still not all the way there. But nonetheless, I did watch the market today. My Apple, I loved Apple. Apple today had an amazing chart pattern. I love how it held midday. It held that support right around 116, topped out on 117. It's still popping off its downtrend. If we look at the 5-minute, you can see this downtrend here was broken today. We had this line here. It just kept hitting the highs. Lower high, lower high, lower high, spiked, but didn't hold its gains, hit 112, and now we're creeping up, headed into earnings. This move we saw today is exactly what I wanted for Tesla to do before its earnings. So Apple has earnings on the 29th after hours, I believe. Yes, on the 29th after hours. So even if we see a push tomorrow, we could definitely see the levels of, we could see the levels of 118. Look where the SMA is on the 1 hour. It's at 118.50. We could possibly creep it back up above here into the 118 level, and we'll go from there. So Apple's definitely going to be on my watch list. Tesla, which, we go on the 1 minute. It almost did not hold midday. We'll just creep to 420 and let it bounce back up. But I definitely love this this morning run. So just like yesterday, we had a crazy morning run. We had the 430 run. Broke past its resistance that it had yesterday. I topped out at 425. So if Tesla would have held 425 today, it would have been definitely a buy headed into the close that we pushed back. We pushed to like the 427, 428 level, but it's still just held around the 424 level. On the 4 hour, we kind of broke this uptrend here we have here, but I'm still a little unsure. I mean, coming off its highs of 465, it does seem very cheap, but I'd rather wait for some confirmation for it to creep back up to like the 440 level. I wanted to be trading above 440, even if it's just trading sideways. We get that confirmation that it's still on an uptrend. NQ, we were eyeing this wedge, this trading. We were stuck in a wedge right around here. Last week, we broke down. We were coming down. We thought we were probably gonna hit new lows, but it bounced. So this is the bounce here we're having right now. The thing is, I don't know if it can like break past this downtrend descending triangle we have here. So we're coming down. It still has that resistance there. The SMA is sitting around this level, the 702 level. Can we break above this level? If we break above the SMA, I do think we could continue a run, but keep in mind we have elections coming up, so you can't really predict anything too far out. So I'm probably gonna just wait till after elections to make any big moves and start holding for longer periods. But on the 4 hour, we're still coming off the highs. So even if it curls above the EMA here, we're still trending above the SMA. It has some room to like curl up to like the 1200 level. Which was another one that I've been watching that has my attention all throughout the day is Netflix. So Netflix had a triple top around the 570 level, and keep in mind, look, it comes down off the 570s, consolidates, and then it retests that, comes back down, consolidates, retests that. Currently, we're coming back down with the ER drop, but let's just see if we can see better on the 1 hour. On the 1 hour, we're still trading in this level of 480 and 490. We have yet to see a spike. Even if we see a spike, we could come back to the previous resistance that we initially had here around the $500 mark. That's a pretty decent room for profit there. So I'm still waiting for confirmation. See if we could creep above the 490s, or are we going to retest support and come down? So I'm patient on this one. I'm still waiting it out. Microsoft, which has earnings, I did have earnings right now, and they beat, so they topped their earnings. Hit 216.50 after hours. But keep in mind, we're still on this downtrend. I would not want to play this one right now, even if it comes down to retest. The 210s. That's probably even a better level to get it at. The whole dollar mark around $200. Look at this downtrend on the 4 hour. But bigger picture, still on an uptrend. So it's micro and macro. Let's see. Boeing, BA, earnings pre-market tomorrow. This was another one that I kind of get the Netflix vibe off of it. because it is selling off. Look at the 4-hour. It's not moved up a lot. Very flat. Let's look at the 1-hour. Okay. Look at coming off the support. We had some support around the 160 level. Now we're breaking down 155. So tomorrow pre-market is pretty much going to dictate the day for Boeing. Can we see a rebound even if we start selling off harder tomorrow into the market open? We still have some slight support, which seems to be the last straw, the last hair of support around the $144 mark. And after that, I still remember when it came down to 89. That was such a steal. Look at this huge rebound it had. It almost doubled. And that would probably be the last level of support here, the 89. But 140, and then we could probably see some support around the 120. So we'll see tomorrow how this plays out. But Boeing, Netflix, definitely hot on my watch list. Another one is NIO. I've still been watching on the daily. Look, it bounced off the EMA. And it actually ran a little more than I thought it would. Even if we're closing in on highs here after hours, and we look at the 5-minute, it was coming off a downtrend. So seeing this come off of this from this is just very unexpected. But nonetheless, it still had a very decent run. Now the next question is, what's the level of support? If we look at the 30-minute, we see some support right around the $27.50 mark. So if it can hold the $27.50 mark, I'm probably going to hop in around the 28.40 level. Anything above 28. But first, I wanted to pull back and see if it can at least hold 28. If it can hold 28, I'm definitely very bullish on this. But very, very, very surprising run. Very surprising move here. Other than that, I think that's pretty much it for the watch this. Thank you guys for watching. Make sure you guys leave a like on the video, subscribe, check out our free chat, which is the first thing down below. And I'll see you guys in the chat tomorrow. Take care.